Okay. I put this video together to show you guys how I got my numbers for the flood, just simply by using the Bible's timeline. If you go to the 5th chapter of Genesis, it starts off Adam lived 130 years and he had a son by the name of Seth. Seth lived 105 years. He had a son by the name of Enos. Uh, Enos lived 90 years, had a son by the name of Canaan. That's verse 9. Genesis verse 9. Genesis 5 and 12. Canaan lived 70 years, had a son by the name of Mahalalel. Genesis 5 and 15. Mahalalel had a son. Mahalalel lived 65 years, had a son by the name of Jared. 5 and 18, Genesis 5 and 18. Jared lived 162 years and had a son by the name of Enoch. Enoch lived 65 years and had a son by the name of Methuselah. Methuselah lived 187 years, had a son by the name of Lamech. Lamech lived 182 years, had a son by the name of Noah. Noah lived 500 years and had Ham, Shem, and Japheth in 2586 BC. When Noah was 600 years old, the flood was on the earth. So when Noah was 500 plus 100, that equals 600, this would have occurred in the year 2486 BC. First point. Second point, if I take up all the years that were used up before a son was born, I have a total of 1,656 years. Third point, Methuselah died the year of the flood. Methuselah was born in 3455 BC. Methuselah was born 3455 BC. Both my numbers, they tie. He lived to be 969 years old. He died in 2486 BC. In fact, Methuselah's name means death sent, or death, what would I say? Forgiven. But it appears that it has something to do with the atonement not being made for that generation. So this timeline that I just gave you guys will take you all the way from the creation of Adam. If you would take the timeline, this timeline from the 5th chapter of Genesis, then use the timeline in the 11th chapter of Genesis, from the time that our Faxad is born to the birth of Abraham. And from there, you can keep spiraling into the future down to the birth of Yeshua. We'll get to that. And right now, I just wanted you guys to see my timeline versus the modern scholar. I use the date that the Lord gave me, 4142 BC. The date that that's commonly used by the Gentile scholars is the date from the Archbishop Usher. His date is 4004, 4000 BC. He's off 138 years. God bless you. I'll see you again somewhere in the future of this book, because I'm going to be popping in and out of the book whenever I can give my own information. Okay? And I just want to say thanks again. Have a great day. See you at the end of the road.